last week, I things with networking. So here what looks like. So what this one does. So it's supposed to connect all the, um, I guess, supposed to send messages of like who took which turn for the for all four sockets. And so with that, for this week, I'm trying to implement using Tailscale for another connection just to make sure, like, okay, just in case if I lose this or if anything goes down, like I have another alternative connection, which will also help me to connect to the local host and be able to continue playing the game. And so, um, gives me like an example of who played what card and whose turn it is and all the damages taken, lives that are left like during the game. So here's another one. The connection manager. Um, and like this one just will let you add on more players. It will also take away, um, I guess, remove any players from the game. So that way it's just focused on the current people in the game for this card game. And then into main, um, so like this is the main one that sends messages to all clients, especially um, where it's broadcasted and all that stuff. And um, yeah, and so it's just like a connection based server. And here's another one based off of networking, even through, I guess, even if people want to use a laptop with Android, um, I guess somehow, oh, what just happened? Whoops, get back in there. But yeah, I guess somehow people are able to use um, laptops to play with those who have Androids, even though this game is meant for Android phones. And so it's pretty much the equivalent of Minecraft because of all the connection hosts and that stuff. So this week's goal is uh, to utilize Tailscale with that. And um, yeah, like I said, it took me about 50 last week to hear everything's all good to go. Sweet. All right. Can you still hear me? I know my audio is on
Awesome.
or
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks.
like
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So I'll do my part now, I guess. Um. Awesome. Uh. Thanks, Connor. Yeah. So I didn't want to start. I didn't want to start my part with this by going into Adam's stuff, but we will just because um I mean my code's already pulled up in here. So um yeah. So anyway, so I just spent about an hour working on Adam's stuff or what he was supposed to do, which I guess took him about a long time last week. Anyways, so I pretty much have it down to a single error. Um, and that was in an hour, and it's pretty much just the material loader, which I had to figure out how to do, but it's pretty much just a variable that um loads the camera, so I just had to figure that out. And this is for Adam stuff pretty much for um kind of taking the lead now on. Especially now that well I'll get back into that in a little bit, but anyways, so I'm me and Connor actually just spent a little bit talking this over, uh, and we're not worried about implementing the AR. Connor has volunteered to join into like the AR side of things, so now it'll be kind of me taking the lead on the AR as well as the ML because to be honest, the ML is pretty much done. Any ML that I'm going to be doing going forward is just going to be tweaks and pretty much setting it up to retrain um, when we need to. And that's kind of like a passive task that I won't actually be spending like time on. Like while it's training, obviously, it's just training. And so I have time opening up, and then Daniel is joining the AR team as well. So between me, Connor, and Adam, this should not be. Yeah, we shouldn't be that worried about it. I know Adam, at least from the messages on Teams, it seems like he's pretty worried about it. I think he's kind of. I think he needed some direction. I think he probably got. I'm not sure what he was thinking, but so I won't assume that I know what he was thinking, but uh, he couldn't figure it out, but and he didn't really reach out to us, so we didn't really know what that he was, in that state. So now that we do, and like I said, we have more time now, and we recruited Connor now. Um, I think, yeah, we're not worried about it. Um, and also, like Connor Daniel, like they're both working on like server side like things like game engine and the server kind of like hand in hand. So that's cool. So they also have their support there. And now we have more support here with the AR now. And so yeah, to reiterate again, yeah, ML is pretty much it's all done. And so that's a good branching off point to the work that I completed this last week, um, which was the ML, the model, right? So voila, the assets folder with the TensorFlow model in it. There we go. That's it. So that was pretty much the culmination of the last 7 weeks is this little file. This little file is the brains of the app, right? So it'll let us know if there's a card on the screen. And I actually was really keen on getting my camera, even on my laptop, set up to like detect it, but I actually don't have any physical cards, so I can't actually do that right now. So, um, I haven't messaged Adam yet, but we've already talked about it. I guess, and he let me know that he pretty much has everything ready to just mail out. So I'm gonna give him my address after this or in the morning, and let him know that he can mail me the cards out. Um, yeah, no, so uh, we're ready for testing, so we could show like the demonstration of the app, which I was really keen on getting set up, but you know, two delays, the the physical card delay. But more importantly, we didn't have the AR anchors, kind of like any of the AR done, just because technical difficulties. It happens. Um, I'm not like I said, I'm not worried about it. Um, I've had I've had an internship working with AR anchors before, and like yeah, so I'm just like really not worried about it. This is not that new to me. Um, yeah, I mean. Anyways, so that's pretty much all. Like, um, I mean, progress wise, like, yeah, I think there was a significant amount of progress done this last week. I know this is the Monday, but this is the video for the week prior. You know, Daniel busted out a lot of code for moves on cards. He got poison and intimidate moves done, and everything is documented on the GitHub, so it's really just it's all there. All the commits are there. You know, we're all pushed to the main branch. You know, so and I checked just in this last hour. Everyone has commits to branch. Not everyone has it committed to or pushed the code to the main branch yet, but yeah, but it's all there. So the proof's in the pudding. Yeah. Hopefully Adam's able to send that in the morning, and we turned in the technical requirements on Saturday. So um, I haven't I will be submitting also the PowerPoint here in just a minute with this video. But thanks, Professor Brother Carell. We'll have that to you shortly. Bye.
Awesome.
Yeah, I just